and share my screen. Okay, so is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, let me just close this one. All right. So under week one, okay, so you guys will see the same format in every week, week one, week two, up to week 12. Okay, so week one, we have here the module overview for week one. So if you're going to click this one, this is a page wherein will show you the topic learning outcomes. So I will not be reading everything anymore, just for us to finish our meeting faster. So I know that you guys know how to read, so just read them now or later. And then here are the list of topics that will be discussed under module one. Okay, and then we only have one module for this week one. And then we have this video materials under week one. Okay, so just do take note that letter E, you'll see right here, letter E. Okay, this is always the pre-made video on each module. Okay, and then the rest, B to H, let's say B to, let's say Z, if it's up to Z, then those are just supplemental videos that came from YouTube. The first one, which is letter A, was made by me. So this is a pre-made video, okay, discussing the entire module one. Okay. So this one was uploaded 2 years ago. As you guys can see, this one is June 2020. Okay, so this is my way of making our subject more efficient in way of doing things. So instead of repeatedly discussing everything, I recorded this one, okay, just to show you guys that this is how I explain the module one. So that in every meeting, in every module, I have this pre video. I won't be able, or I don't need to repeat everything, okay, from start to end, especially that CompEFT has 3 sections, 2 sections, so sometimes even 4. So it's quite, tiring to repeat everything. Okay, so that is why I created this one since we are in ODL. Okay, I think this one is the most efficient way. But if we are in FF, of course, we have to do discuss this one via FF. Okay, I would say this one via Blackboard or Whiteboard. Okay. So yeah, and then the rest, they are also a video, but they are just external videos. It's a 4-minute video on that's on what is inside your computer. And then we also have here wait a second, let me just pause. Okay, so we also have here a 19-minute video on how does a CPU works. We also have here a cloud computing, okay, and how does a cloud computing work. So those are just the introduction or the basics of those topics. Okay, so yeah, just a supplemental video just in case that the module itself is not enough, just in case that the pre-made video is not enough, so you can watch those videos. And then if it's still not enough, then you can check this ebook right here. Okay, so most of my presentation came from these ebooks. This one came from Cengage. So this one is only the ebook for module one. Okay, so just check this one out later on. So what basically is in here is in our lecture presentation, which is this one. So this is just the summarized version of this ebook. Okay. So if you're the kind of guy who's into reading, then this is for you, this ebook right here. But if you're the guy who's into watching something, seeing animation, then those video materials is for you. Okay. Well, I guess even though we don't have this video, we don't have this ebook, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to understand this module one, even though you're not watching or you're not going to watch this video. Okay. Pretty sure that this is already enough for you to understand what it is trying to say for the module one. Okay. So are we clear so far for the overview for the week one? Let me just check. I cannot see your faces. Let me just expand this one. So I hope everything is clear. Anyway, so that is it for the overview. Now, of course, we also have here the learning materials, which is the PDF itself. Okay, so just check this one out later on. This is the lecture presentation, which is 41 slides, if I'm not mistaken. And we have here the instruction for your first and second laboratory. Okay, just check this one out. Okay, wait a second. We need to discuss this one right now so that everything is clear. So first laboratory, this one is quite simple. Using the Paint or Paint 3D software, paint anything that represents you, your personality or character, and then down below that of the painting, write an essay on why it represents you. Okay, Paint can be found on any Windows. Okay, so I'm using Windows 11, so just simply type Paint or Paint 3D. You'll already see that one on your computer. Okay. If you're using an Apple, I'm not really sure what is the counterpart of Paint, but you can use any editing application, just for you to be able to paint or use a brush. Okay. So are we clear with the first laboratory? So very simple. Just draw a simple paint that represents your personality, and down below is an essay. Second laboratory, okay, basically in here you're just going to make a personal resume. So I will not read everything anymore. Just follow the, everything from step A to step G. Okay, so you will see right here that A is up in MS Word. So I'm pretty sure that you guys know how to use or how to open MS Word. Know how to open an MS Word. So you just type Word and you will see here your Word is open at 1. And then upon opening an MS Word, just create a blank file and then see the sample resume on the next page of this document. Okay, which is this one. Okay, and then after that, insert your picture in the resume and then set up the page layout, etc., etc. Okay, so just read everything later on. So with that, you will be able to create this sample format right here. So this is where you're going to put your picture, your name, your address, what is your objective. Of course, you have to change this one. So we have different objectives of our own. And then what is your personal information? So what is your complete name, birthday, birthdays, etc., etc. So what is your educational attainment? And then what is your, what are your interests? And then what organization that you're affiliated with, since when maybe you were elementary, if you have this club, this organization, then just write it down here. If, for example, Boy Scout of the Philippines, if you're affiliated to that one before, then just put here Boy Scout. And then let's say if you have this club when you were in high school, let's say in our case before we have SciLab and not SciLab, SciMath. Okay, it's a combination of science and mathematics. We have the club for this entire area, for this school. Okay, and then here at VZ, of course, we now have this like organization for ICPET, IESET. What is the PICE? PICE is the organization for the civil engineers. So just write down here your affiliated organization. Okay, and then we also have here your class schedule right now, and then the references. Okay, so for the references, so as you guys can see right here, we have Nelson Natarte. So he is our OIC right now, our dean. Okay, ISEA. So do not just put here Engineer Nelson G. Natarte, especially if he doesn't know you. Okay, because if you're going to put someone right here, but he's having class right now. Siguro katok ka na lang po. Okay, so sorry for that. Okay, so in here, you're gonna just put the name of Sir Nelson Natarte, because if he doesn't know you, then there is no point. Okay, so references is for someone who knows you, but not related by blood. Okay, so you're just going to check if this person is really you. This is your face, this is really your name, this is where you really came from. Okay, and then maybe what are your attainments in life, and what is your status in life, okay, etc., etc. So in most cases, we put someone who's higher than us. So for example, our lawyer, our doctor, our instructor before. Okay, like for example, I did put Sir Dion, Dionisio Artandin as my one of my reference since he's one of my instructor in CPE before. Okay. And yeah, basically it's anyone who is not related to you by blood. Okay, why? Because if you're going to put your mother as your reference, then it would be a biased thing already. Of course, your mother will say everything that is good about you. So this man is super diligent. This man is super intelligent, etc., etc. So it's not a good way to verify someone's characteristic or someone's personality. Okay, so again, anyone that knows you but not related to you. Okay. And then in here, this one is super easy. Just copy everything. Okay, all you need to do is change this one. Just type here your degree, and then just type here your name, and that's all. Okay, and then of course insert the day to day. Okay, you don't need to change those information anymore because this is a recommendation letter. Okay, so when I say recommendation letter, it is not you who created this letter. It is someone who's recommending you created this letter. Okay, so there is no need to change this one. So for example, Sir Dion, Junicio Artendingan is recommending you, in Texas Instrument here at Baguio City. Okay, so just simply write your degree and then just write your name. So this is just a sample recommendation. So basically, you're being recommended to Mr. George De Leon, who is the HR, who's going to hire you if they like you, if your resume is, say sufficient for their standard, okay, if you have enough experience, and so on and so forth. Okay, then noted by our team. So are we clear with the first and second laboratory? All right, so if you guys have a questions, just let me know, okay? You can always interrupt me anytime. All right, so that is it for the first and second lab. So watch videos. This is pretty basic. So you will see here the pre-made video. Basically, these are all the videos that we have under module 1 overview for week 1. It's just that this one is more specific. This one is saying that this is the pre-made video under this module. And then here are the supplemental video to enhance your knowledge and learning under this module. And then we have here the recorded. Let me just remove this one because this one is recorded Zoom meeting link last 7. Okay, so I'll put here our recorded Zoom meeting later on. Okay, so I will upload that one on YouTube and just check them out here later on. So expect 2 links because we already had 2 meetings. I mean, we already had part 1 and part 2. This is already part 2. Okay, and then practice exercises. So you will see here that this is just a drill, could be graded or not graded, but to be honest, this one is not actually graded, so it is completely up to you if you're going to answer this one or no. So this is just a way for you to practice and probably, a trial and error if you have really learned something under this module. So let's just say that this is your preparation, before taking the module on this. Okay, so practice first before taking the module 1. Anyway, the due date of your first quiz will be on May 18. So you guys have exactly 1 week from now. And then this is where you guys are going to submit your lab number 1 and then lab number 2. Okay, so instruction for first lab and second lab, and then the submission tab for your first lab and second lab. Okay, so just do take note that they are 100 points, and then both of them, well, actually all of them, including the case study, all of them will be due on May 18th, so exactly 1 week from now. All right. So for today, you guys have 4 activities that you guys need to do. All right. So are we clear so far for the week 1? Okay, yes, one thing that I forgot to mention is in all of our meeting, okay, we're not going to have a live discussion. Why? That is because all of the modules already has a pre-made video. So basically, all of our meetings will be a consultation meeting. Okay, so this is where you are going to ask something about lab number one, lab number two. This is your chance to clarify something, or if you want to have a short discussion, so we can do that one. That's no problem to me. Okay, so yeah, all of our meetings will be just a consultation, right? And then the rest you can use the remaining time as your asynchronous time to finish everything that I have given to you as your activities. Okay. So if there is no more question for the one thing that I forgot to discuss real quick is the case study number one. So in every module, you're going to have a case study. So we have a total of 7 case studies. Okay, up to the last. For the case study number one, so of course you'll be given a facts and then a question. And then if you need more information, probably you can check these other related articles. If you want to watch a video, you can check this video. Okay, so yeah, basically just read these facts right here. And then whatever you have understand, read this question and then answer those questions. Okay, so here's the very important part. In answering a case study, it is very important. It must be you, okay, who's answering that one, not Google. I repeat, do not search the answer to Google because this one, is basically an opinionated question. So there is no incorrect answer in this one. Okay, as long as you're able to defend your answer, as long as you're able to convince me, persuade me that your answer is really correct, then expect that you will have a high grade. Okay, so it doesn't matter how long your answer is, as long as could be one paragraph only. Okay, as long as your point is already in there. Okay, you were able to answer everything, and then everything that you're seeing is convincing. Okay, that is the main key, I guess, to have a high score. You must have a convincing answer. So you guys can have different answers. This one has this one has this one. All of you has a different way of answering. But as long as you were able to convince me, then it's already a good thing. Okay. So are we clear with your first case study? This is a 50 points case study. Okay, so I hope we're clear and everything. Now under week 2, everything is the same. Okay, we'll just do a real quick discussion with this week 2 since everything is the same. It's just that the content is different. Okay, so you will see here the topic learning outcomes, the list of topics under this module 2. Then we only have one module for this week 2. And then we have one video only, okay, and then one ebook, and then the reference. So just check them out later on. Everything is quite the same. So the format is similar with what we have in week 1. So of course, this is the module 2, okay, the PDF itself, the presentation. And then we have here your third lab. So on your third lab, this one is also quite easy. Just follow everything. So it's still with the use of Microsoft Word. Okay. So hands on number 3, etc., etc. Just follow everything to have this effects and format. So just to take note that when we say right here, take a look on this one. When we say take a screenshot by pressing the print screen key and paste it on this page by pressing Ctrl V button. What we mean by screenshot is it should be the screenshot with your own version of your Microsoft Word. As you guys can see right here, this one is using a Windows XP, so I will know right away that you just simply screenshot this one and then paste that one as your Word. Okay, so it should be your own Microsoft Word. So in my case, I'm using 2090. So just click new blank document and then print screen. Okay, open your Paint and then paste it right here. Where is that one? Print screen. Wait a second. Print screen. There you go. And then paste it to your Paint, and then you can already have this one as your screenshot version of your Microsoft Word. Okay, that is what we meant by this take as function. And then under right here, of course, put your own version of your Microsoft Word. So you must find the title bar. Where is the title bar on that version of yours? Where is the title bar icon? Where is the ruler? Where is the insertion point or cursor? So if you cannot find that one, you can simply leave it blank. Okay, so I repeat, if you cannot find that specific, let's say, function, okay, then just leave it blank. Okay, so number one, it's located right here. Let's say number 7 is located right here. Okay, so you can check those things. Probably Word 2019 functionalities, drawing. I don't know how to search this one. Maybe parts. Here, there you go. So we have here the document page, the cursor, the ribbon bar, the dialog, box country. So just search this one on the internet on where is that one located. Okay, especially with the version that you are using right now. Okay, so are we clear with this this part right here? Okay, so the next one is with the use of the basic let's see what do you call this one, subscript and then superscript, and then how to, well, basically those things only, superscript and then subscript, because we have subscript right here, we have superscript, and so on and so forth. We also have this one on how to use or how to input this one using a MS Equation 3.0. Or sometimes you don't really need to go there. Just click insert and then go to equation, and then it will already show to you the different kinds of formulas or formats. Okay, so just explore this one once it's already time for you to do your lab number 3. Okay, so with this, you'll be able to learn on how to use those icons or formulas or equations. Okay, so as for the last, we also have this one, use of they call this one, the numerator and then denominator. I don't know how to call it one, but it's over. We call it 1 over 3 over 2, something like that. Ax over x squared, and so on and so forth. Okay, so yeah, that is it for your lab number 3. So are we clear with this one? So in case that you have a question, so just let me know. You can always message me on my here in Canvas or on my Facebook account. Okay. So where are we now? Let's move back now to week 2. Okay. So this one is not yet available. This will be available tomorrow. So this is not to get overwhelmed. Okay, so this will be available at exactly May 12 at 3:30 p.m. Okay, I'm just discussing this one right now because we are not going to meet tomorrow. So that is my good news to you guys. Okay, you can use our entire time tomorrow as your time to finish everything that we discussed today. Okay. And then for the watch videos, everything is the same. You will see here the pre-made video which I created. Okay, so just watch this one, which discusses the entire module 2, and then you'll see here one supplemental video, okay, to enhance word learning about this module. And then of course this will be blank since we're not going to meet tomorrow under week 2. Okay, so you will only see the recorded Zoom meeting under watch videos number 1. Okay. And for the practice exercises, same again. You can skip this one if you want, but again, it's best practice to try answering this one. So one came from proof props, so one came from quizzes before answering the module 2 quiz. Okay. So even though this is just a 30 points quiz, a quiz is still a quiz. As you guys already know, the test is the highest ranking point, okay, the most important, and then followed by quiz, seat breaks or assignments, and then laboratories. So always aim a high score at least, because this will pull your score really, really high if you're having a perfect score in every quizzes. Okay. And then, of course, we have the case study. So again, this is just a submission tab for lab number 3. So the same, we have here the facts. You'll be given the facts. Just read that one, and then you'll be given a question. So just read that one, and then just answer this question. Okay, again, do not ask Google on how to answer this one. Just answer this one with your own knowledge. Okay. As long as you were able to convince me again, once again, as long as your answer is convincing, then I will give you a high score, probably 50 or 48 or 49. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it for today's meeting. So we were able to consume, yeah, exactly an hour because we've started 3:35. And then the remaining hours, see, up to 7:30, and then including tomorrow, 3:30 to 7:30 will be your time now to finish everything from week 1 to week 2. And then week 3, of course, will be available next week, this coming May 18. So we'll just discuss this one next week, Wednesday. So are we clear so far? So for the last time, can you guys please open your cameras so I can see your faces? This is just for me to see your handsome and beautiful faces. Kakahiyaan kayo. Yeah, there you go. So it's also a good thing that you guys will see each other. Okay, not just me. Anyway, this is already the last. Okay, so I'm just trying to check what are the faces of my students. Okay, so that I will know that you were one of my students and you company at before. Okay, something like that. So before we end our meeting, I would like to ask you guys. So what is your honest feedback regarding with this course, including with your instructor, me as your instructor? Anyone? You can use your mic or you can use our chat box. Just want to know what is your impression after our first meeting. One who would like to, speak up. Mr. General, General, so who is this DLVG? Okay, so one thing that you guys should also do, before entering to every Zoom meeting, this is the best practice to put your real name. Okay, so do not just put your, could be an acronym of your name, so DLVG. It's also better if it's your last name first before your first name. Because here in UC, that is their practice. So SLU, I guess it's first name followed by last name. But here at UC, we always go with last name first followed by the first name. I don't know which one is better anymore, but those two are just fine. It's okay. First name, last name, first name. No one would like to give a feedback. Okay. So anyway, I won't make this one long anymore. So if you have something to do, you can now leave our meeting. Let's just meet again next meeting. Okay. So goodbye and thank you guys for joining. If you guys still would like to stay, then it's okay. We can have a talk for how many meetings? How many minutes more? still have 7 minutes left. So from Mr. Lawangan, our first meeting is okay for me. The only problem is the noisy environment around me. It's a good thing. I thought it's the noisy environment or the noisy environment of me. Okay, not cannot be created by, because of course we also have other people around here at UC. So of course you will hear some noises. Okay, but I hope it's bearable. Anyway, so where are you at right now, Mr. Lawangan? Why is your area noisy?
It is a construction area, sir, actually.
Yun lang. Sa bahay nyo, pinapagawa. Sana all, papatay ng bahay.
No, sir, yung mga kapitbahay.
Mga kapitbahay. I thought it's your house already. Okay, anyway, just bear with them for now. Well, they can always watch our, our meeting, because all of our meetings will be pre-recorded. Okay,
Yes, sir.
There's part that you have missed, and you can always watch the video. Okay. Miller, napaka-iconic naman ng profile picture mo. There is something behind that profile picture, that black, white, and yellow. Ano pa ba? Wala na kayong masasabi? Because, well, basically all of our meetings will be like this, consultation meeting. So we can have a talk if you want. Well, before I even have a 5 minutes meeting only, since they already know what to expect on my class, especially that I'm already showing them everything. Okay, I did show to you guys the week 2, week 3 up to the finals. You guys can already see everything. It's just that they are locked, cannot access them. Okay, but with that, you already have an idea how many activities more you're going to do. What are the techniques probably that you can apply in doing this one, etc., etc. Okay, because the title is really, really obvious. All right. Anyway, so no more? Ano ba makikipag-usap dyan? If no more, then I guess we can end our meeting now. Kasi parang nakatwala lang ako dito na hihintay kung gagawin. So again, if you guys have a question regarding with me, so this is your last chance. Para naman makapag-usap tayo. Friendly, lang tayo dito. Friendly relationship. Okay, no pressure. Okay, I'm your instructor, but you can treat me as one of your friends. If you have a problem, you can always message me. Sir, talo kasi sila. Ganun talaga. May nananalo, may natatalo. Okay. So baka tanungin nyo kung saan ako, kung BBM or Lenny. Actually, wala. Why? Because I'm not a voter. I'm not a votante. Okay, until now I'm not registered. Actually, I don't know, maybe due to my business, I already promised myself for this coming next election, especially the presidential election. That is the most important part we should be part with. But unfortunately, due to my hectic schedule, I wasn't able to register as a voter. Okay. Anyway, tingnan natin, di ba? Kahit sino naman yung magiging presidente is dapat supportahan natin. Okay, kasi walang mangyari kapag puro tayo sisi. Okay, kahit si Pacquiao pa manalo, kahit si Isko, pare-pare. Sa malaga, we as a human being, okay, ginagawa natin yung makakaya natin at sa kanya. Ito yung, I think, this is one bad thing that we are, or as our habit, we are always, call this one. So in Tagalog, I forgot the most correct term, but we're parang inaasa natin lahat. Okay? Huwag mo kasing iasa yung buhay mo sa kung sining mananalo. Okay? Whoever wins, whatever your life is before, just keep that ongoing. Okay? So wala namang Wala namang kwan eh. Wala namang epekto kung sino manalo. Nasa sayo pa rin yun bilang tao. Ano ba yung mga gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Single ka po ba? And, well, by paper, of course, I'm single, but I do have a girlfriend. Right? So any other questions that you guys want to ask? One more thing. Shucks. Forgot to mention. Anyway, I will just announce, but for those who are here right now, okay, so I mentioned that we're going to have a face-to-face, right? Am I? Actually, yes, we're going to have a face-to-face, but not every week or not every other week. I did mention that also. That is because we're only going to meet twice in this full term. Okay, just do take note that in your mind right now. We're only going to meet twice. So what is those two meetings? The first one is before the midterms, and then the second one is before the finals. So basically, I need you guys to compile all of your laboratories in midterms. That is the first meeting, and then compile all your laboratories under finals. So you're going to present your laboratories in actual. So those are our two meetings. I guess we don't have enough time anymore. It's going to end now. And ano ba ba? 1 minute pa? Sir,